Good morning. So the game that we made is Scrabble. The libraries we use is IOStream, IOManip. IOManip is used to put. We use a set W function to put space while making our board. CSTDlib. It was used to generate random numbers for updating our rack. We use the string and Fstream for file handling. So we initialize these variables. The board size will be 15. There will be 15 rows and 15 columns. The total letters in English alphabets are 26. And for Scrabble, the rack size is 7. So we have initialized 7 rack size. And these are two arrays of 26 size. The letter value, this is the score that the player will have after using the tile that corresponds to A. For that will be score 1. If the user use like D, they will get 2 score. And this array has the frequency of the tiles that are available to be used. Over here we initialized our board, which will be of size 15 by 15, and we have made another array to save the score of the players. We have a class in which the board is initialized in private, and in public there's a constructor that uh, you can say makes an empty board where we are able to print the board on which we will play. So after the board is initialized, we have the function calculate score. This is used to calculate the score that our players will have at the end of the game. The isValidMove function is used to check that the word that we entered will it fit on the board from the position that we specified. If that is not possible, the return type will be false and there will be an error. Place word function is used to place the word that the user entered on the board. And we have the rack size function that is used to calculate the letters that are left after the turn. Refill rack is a function that we use to randomly generate letters and add in our rack after the turn. And the print rack function, as you can tell, is used to print our rack. So we have another function is valid word. It checks that the word that we made is it using the letters that were in our rack, and if any letter was not part of our rack, the return will be false and there will be an error. So we have another function that in which we are using file handling, and we will check that the word that the user enter is that even a word that is part of the dictionary, English dictionary. And we have uploaded few of the words, like I guess it's around 2400 words in our text file, words.txt, and it will check from there. We have this function update track that is continuously checking that after the turn it checks that how many words the letters were used. So when we come to our main over here, in main over here we see out few of these statements which are rules, and we are being welcomed to the game. Then we initialize our board, and for both the players we initialize a 26 size uh, array which has 0 stored in all of them. Then we refill our this is for the rack. Then we refill our rack for both player 1 and player 2. Over here there's a while loop which will uh, keep on working, and we made an object of our class board, and we called the print board function in our class board, and we print our rack for the player one. And we have over here initialized the row, column, and two characters. One of them is an array which will take an input from the user, and this character direction will take the direction in which we want to print our word. So there will be cout statement in which we are asked to enter a word. The user will enter the word, and if the word is entered is exit, then our game will end. and we have this string function which compares the word. So the user enters the word, then we are and enters the word, then the row, column, and direction to be printed in. After that, it is checked that the word is a part of the dictionary. If it is part of the dictionary, then it is checked that can it fit on the board, and was it even part of the rack. If it was, then the the word is printed on a rack. And after that we are asked that after that the score is updated, and then we are asked that do we need to add more words or not. And if the answer is no, if the user selects no, then it is turn for the player 2 in similar way. So if we move to our game, and if I run my game, it will look like this. So over here, this is our board, and these are the instructions, and we are being welcomed to the game. So I have these letters in my rack. The rack that we are provided with, the word I can make from this is hump. So if I enter hump, I want it to be placed in row 1 and column 4, and I want this to be placed horizontally. So after that, I'm being asked, do I need to add more words? And I do not. So I will do N. So my word hump has been placed. Now it is turn for player 2. So as player 2, I want to add the word fly. So I'll type FLY, press enter, and I'll choose row 3 and column 4 once again. And I want this to be placed vertically. Choose vertical. And I do not want to add any more words, so N, and I press enter once again. You can see the word fly has been printed on the board. Now if I want to see the scores, I'll press exit to end the game. I'll type and press exit, enter, and we can see the game has ended, and player 1 had 11 score and player 2 had 9 score, so player 1 won.